with nemesis.
Tom, they Spanish language broadcast available on third, and here we go. Up across the 30 where he's stacked up there. 4 penalty flags on the field. Ball. What do the officials say? Looks like a face mask to Marco Jackson there. That's going to be the penalty. You can't jump on the top of the pile like that.
That looks kind of fun, KB. He's like surfing.
Roughness by Chicago, number 48. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down, Green Bay.
That's a pretty big weight to Zamp. You already heard the Packers, you know what chance going. They are ready to go. They've been telling.
That's been a.
Here is Jacobs cutting up the field and runs into a wall of Bears, namely Tremaine Edmonds.
Interceptions, his length. It's pretty rare for someone his size to have that kind of lateral agility as well. And that
in the game at tailback for the first time as Jacobs gets a rest. Here's Love. Ball's batted down at the line and incomplete. Grady Jarrett got his hand in there.
Zone coverage on kind of a get back on track pass. And again, this where this Dennis Allen.
Third and long. It's a 4-man rush. Love, guns run, complete. Get down for.
There on the sideline, Johnson not tight enough in coverage. I love seeing that tight spiral in this cold air. He can really drive.
Jacobs back in there. They're going to run it to Golden on the jet sweep. They're working right out. There's not much there. Bears played that well. As Nashawn Wright in his 7th year. 76-37 as a head coach. Here's Jacobs. Left side, looking for a seam, and Nashawn Wright comes up and makes another play. So a third down.
Downhill running style with this offensive line that's a little bigger than what they've had in the past. Is really kind of.
Love fires his caught, and Dobbs surging forward, but he's just. Does anyone not go on 4th anymore?
I think at 4th.
It's not in the game. It's Brooks, the third down back on 4th and 1, and now a time is called.
Timeout.
And streaky at different times over the course of his career. And good thing for Packers fan.
Love, 4th and 1. Firing to the corner. Incomplete. Tried to get this number 2 run game going. DeAndre Swift has had a great year in his career.
I thought it was so good last week, and him driving the football in windy conditions here. I don't know, his sign runs, his escapability is magical at times.
Here's Mononga straight up the middle on a first down and then some for Kyle.
Downhill, bounces outside of his right tackle right. And there's nobody there. Loveland coming over here on Enoch Barre.
Here's Williams to throw it for the first time. Looks around, zips it on the middle, and it's complete. Ja'Day Walker, the rookie.
Waist height, nothing bad can happen there.
Williams with a lot of time. Now some pressure from Valentine. He can sprint, and he does that as Caleb Williams. They're already down 2 starting receivers.
DJ Moore and he kind of nicks and come across the fury. No love loss between these players, especially when you get with receivers and defensive back.
It's interesting. Mix it up tonight. Blitz is coming. Williams in trouble. Escapes to his left and throws. Oh, it's caught. Beauty Zacchaeus. Beautiful.
Receivers downfield. This is not something you see once or twice a game. This is all game. This is the
27 to Zacchaeus. Gets to Moore on a little screen. Gets a couple blocks. DJ Moore. Just flip-flop over the
pitch. This ordered motion. Fake the ball to Swift and then spit it out to the perimeter. And nobody gets DJ Moore on the ground there.
And one more time. With DeAndre Swift, breaks the tackle. Right up the middle, he goes inside the 10 and fighting forward. And one of the best ones in the NFL.
Yeah, Tooney, Dahlman, Jackson, Darnell Wright, the right tackle's been amazing. And they got a bunch of good skill players.
Swift, right side. He is ridden down. Is also out today, although they expect him back hopefully in a couple weeks.
Yeah, tough to lose Evan Williams. They're great tacklers.
Third down. It is Swift looking for a seam, and he is right.
I do it. Here it is.
Now Cole Kmet comes in to take the snap. Oh! Over snap it over Mononga's head. He goes back and recovers it, but it's get their own stop on 4th and 1. So each team with a promising drive, and they get stuffed on 4th down. Packers leading, and we had a 10-play and a 9-play drive and no points. Now Love goes back and grabs, and that ball is incomplete. Trying to get it to Fitzpatrick.
Oh, normally he continues to rise. When you're at 5 yards, you catch the ball at a certain height.
Green Bay's second possession. They get it off the little run on the right side to Jacobs, running behind Jordan Morgan. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of strengths, this Packers offense. I think one of...
They're down, 4-man rush. Love looking around, doesn't run often. Is he going to make it? Diving forward, looks like he... There's Love again. Back foot throw, near side. Great catch.
Going down there, picking it off the turf. Possessing the football. Great throw there on the shot. 10, because you can know you were basically going to complete the ball. You try to get a few blockers out in front. But Grady
18 in a row.
Wow. Incredible.
Love trying to make it 19. Hits Manuel Wilson. No, it's tipped. Oh my goodness, that was those.
And there it is, just taking your eyes off the ball. Love actually makes a great night.
Pass. It went out of bounds at the 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down at that spot.
So they'll move it back.
Being a lateral, it's a live ball. Green Bay got away with that one.
3rd and goal. Love looking, floating end zone, incomplete.
That is the Windy City in dealing with these conditions in an outdoor stadium. Sometimes
a 26-yarder. Snap and hold are good, and that one, wind be darned, no issue. So the Packers,
they've had a hell of a season, and Ben Johnson has come in and changed the culture with his the buy-in. Ben Johnson said, I'm a stickler for details, but listen, in this game, first quarter and early part of the second, look at that wind.
Blackwell cuts back to the near side, gets a cut, blocks, and good ones up across the 35.
He lets it go, and then Mother Nature kicks in, and that ball just whips to the right. Greg Maddox would be
for the year. They don't want to lose any more linemen. Now it's the Bears getting the ball. They're going to run it with Monunga getting an opportunity. And well, the Bears had more.
I think the Bears defense has done exactly what they wanted. Bend, don't break. 18 minutes into the game, only given up.
On 2nd and 5, Williams has time over the middle. Monunga makes the catch, and he is wrapped up immediately. Quay Walker.
They're very athletic at linebacker, and they do have a lot of speed. Got some ridiculous numbers.
3rd and 1, it's Monunga racing forward. It's a 1st down into Green Bay territory.
It's got worn down 2 weeks ago. We'll see if that happens again tonight.
There's Williams, some pressure, steps away, fires one, penalty flag.
Holding, defense number 24. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Yeah, the tight end.
Williams fake. Heavy pressure. That could have been a pick 6. Nixon read it.
Shows up quickly on these quarterbacks. DJ Moore is obviously not the intended receiver. He doesn't even think that ball's coming out.
And we get flags.
All start, offense number 58.
Yeah, when you get
5-yard
late,
penalty, 3rd down.
have that operation so you don't jump offside of offensive tackle.
So now it's 3rd and long. It is Williams. He's so good at escaping.
Time they played him, Caleb just killed him with his athleticism. Take flatter angles just like that.
Now for the Bears. And he will get it away. Looking to dunk it deep in there. Did it yet? Yeah, they put it at the 5. It went to break. It looked like it went out of the 2, but there's a chip in the football, which they can tell where it went out. Went out at the 5. That's where the Packers start. And Wilson held, stopped on a 4th and 1, and they go down the field again. They threw that backwards pass, which cost them, and they settle for
zone coverage or not playing a lot of man coverage. See if they can complete a high volume of throws.
Get it out to Christian Watson, who make intact and in there.
Yeah, worried about him being out here, and you just saw that throw, just that little 5-6 yard gain.
Here's Love. Blitz is picked up. Pressure, and he gets smoked. And there's a penalty on.
Stepping up to.
Oh man.
Tough hit. See Booker coming in, hitting area, another foot or so, little high. Love's going down. Booker's trying to get on.
Let's see. Here though they're going to run, trying to get Manuel Wilson going off that left side, and he's going to pick up about 3.5 yards on that.
Quarterback mentality. The adrenaline's really pumping. It's been certainly cold.
That's Jayden Reed in motion. They give it to Wilson up the middle. And Emmanuel Wilson with a solid run. Going to be a third and one more inside for a head injury.
Yeah.
They keep the helmet from you in that case. But we'll
He has plays on his call sheet that are good for him.
They clock it one. They run it to Jacobs. Stop short of the first.
When Jacobs decides to cut back, and here they go again. Why not?
Willis just looking over there, see if they're actually. There's Chris Brooks will get a carry up the middle. And he's inside the 34. Brooks just can't get everyone involved.
Yeah, normally he goes wire to wire, Josh Jacobs. He's been on the injury report. NFL football is developing depth within the whole program. Everybody's got to be coached, and they got to be called.
There's Emmanuel Wilson, that crack up the middle again, inside the 20. He goes.
That happens, does that mean the Bears have to shut theirs off? Is that like a helmet situation?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what stops the clock. I feel like someone snipped the green wire, like someone, a little sabotage situation there. Wilson, Emmanuel Wilson sprinting to the edge. Wilson inside the 10 and inside.
Stretch play to the outside, undercuts the guard Belton. Stevenson can't get him on the ground, and Byard runs him out at the 5.
They're up 3. Willis looking to throw a fade to Dobbs, knocked away in the corner by Stevenson.
Their defense. Willis puts it up there. Dobbs got both hands on it.
Second and goal. Jacobs runs into a wall. Got inside.
What are you guys at home pretending like there's a wind chill of less than 7 degrees out in LA?
Willis looking to throw. Zips it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Watson
Interceptions this year. Willis kind of looks to the left. Byard comes back. If he leads him, Byard's going to pick that ball off.
So now a 22-yard attempt from McManus. He's hit from 26, and he's got another one. Now Green Bay has
Caleb Williams there. Tom Brady will tell you, he makes a lot of risky throws. That's for
45 yards because they haven't had the ball. One timeout left. Zips one in the middle and a good pass there. Right in line on a first down it goes to. You don't really bring up time of possession, but in this game you figure low scoring. It's meaningful. The Packers have had so many more plays.
Offensive linemen are leaning on defensive linemen.
Williams slings over the middle. It's caught by Zakia.
For the field goals, they got to get on the ball quickly.
There's one. Outside, and it's incomplete. And don't see a flag there.
His quickness is just unmatched. I love Bullard as a nickel. I said that earlier. I'm probably not expecting the Bears to go for that. Just down 6-0. The backup.
Here's Taylor. A great punt, pinned it down to the 5. His first time out. This one inside the 10.
Just keep it going. This is not a position I'd want to be if I'm Jones. Not too much going on. A little hand fighting.
Yeah, a little hand.
Into this rivalry, he was already talking a little smack to all the Packers fans. This is a
6-0. They'll win the break with that. And rising half. Ben Johnson's Bears. Start this half with a run to DeAndre Swift, and there is nothing there. Maybe a yard is Colby Wood
for the Packers, and we've got this Bears offense that has
first place in the NFC North on the line. Williams gets blitz, gets rid of it. Monungai, a lot of room to roll. Monungai, head down, still going, and finally shot. Now it's Swift who gets the pitch to the left, and he is in trouble. Wrapped up for a loss. There's Nate. Move right there.
Yeah, they brought him in the offseason, but Bullard just took over as the nickel. And
Williams on the fake with time. Rifles it, nearly intercepted. Oh man, that
come out a tick faster. That's when you got to cut it loose. You got to anticipate those throws rather than wait with one there.
Third and long, trying to set up a screen to Swift. Has a couple good blocks. There's Hobbs again.
Yeah, such a great tackle in pursuit, swarming the ball. You see the play call by Ben.
Trying to get the Bears on the board. Snap and hold her down. Santos, he played the win. Is it enough? It's his show. He's going to throw it. Pressure in his face. Fires, and it is caught. A strike for Willis to Musgrave.
And he picked Musgrave. He kind of missed Christian Watson. You see him coming across the field. He was kind of scot-free.
Jacobs, a little stutter there, and gets belted by Edmonds that time after picking up a few.
Passes been pretty accurate. Guys, we got to go back to our normal game plan.
But this, we're going to handle out to Savion Williams. The rookie wideout comes in the backfield and actually picks up a nice run. It'll bring up a...
But everyone who's available in a yellow helmet tonight, all the history of Willis at quarterback.
Second down, Willis going to keep. It makes a nice move, and he's down right around a first down. We'll see. Third and less than one. They go quarterback sneak, gets a first and goal.
There you go. Give it to the power back. You're not working on ghosts saying, okay, if Jordan Love goes out, we're going to work on Malik Willis' plan. That's something
Willis to Jacobs. Churning forward, and then right, try to pry it away, and the ball came out.
Picking the ball off. Who's got it at the bottom of the pile?
Wow. Wright has got forced to...
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. Nashawn Wright does it again. Let's see and confirm if the ball came out.
Oh, he got it.
For sure.
Recoveries, fearless in run support. Another play inside the 5-yard line for the Bears defense.
Today in that forced fumble, now the Bears, what can they do with it? From the shadow of their own end zone, trying to run out.
Great downhill, lead blocker, Smythe coming through. McDuffie makes contact, but Bears
doing 3 tight ends. Pitch to Monongalia here off the left side. And grabs a couple. Bend the backbone of his team. Give it to him again. Why not? He gets some hops. Packers were ready for it with Quay Walker that time.
Backer, he inserts into that defense. No chance for the back.
Third and long. Williams gets it complete, and then Moore is
people on the ground. That ball's a slightly behind Moore. Allows Bullard to two.
Here's Taylor to punt away.
Throwing punt into the wind.
Oh yeah, the wind got a hold of that, I think. You know, it just feels right. 6'3" Packers, first place on the line these Saturday night. So Malik Willis has come in and done a nice job. Now they're going to try to get that run game going with Emmanuel Wilson, who snuck through there.
Kind of stay giving him the ball.
Here's Jaden Reed on a jet sweep. Trying to get to that edge, and he turned into a nice little run for his shut
games and found ways to win.
And we get a whistle. This play is blown dead, and moving on back.
5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Yeah, I mean, that covers up a lot of warts, doesn't it?
Sure does. Just some of the great defenses, keeping the Packers out of the end zone when they get down in the low red area.
There's a play fake for Willis with some time. Lets it rip, and it is caught.
See Watson, who's become a little bit more of a route runner. We always think of him as a vertical threat, post, go route.
7 carries for him. Get it again. Straight up the middle, and Wilson's running hard here. And you talked about that 7 yards, 2 touchdown game, and with Jacobs banged up, they're just trying to give him a little bit of spell in this game. They'll do it. Wilson tries to get to the edge and breaks a couple tackles, but then Byard's going to wrestle him down. What a shot.
Everything's ripping across the field. Somebody's handkerchief.
3rd and 2. Bears rush 4. Willis floats one deep. He's got Dobbs. He's got it. Touchdown.
Wow. Tailpipe. And then Willis drops a dime over the top of Dobbs. Sideline, but let's talk about this throw. I like talking about that more. Willis coming off the bench in the second quarter. On the
He had 79 yards the last 4 games combined. He's come to life, and that 33-yard touchdown, the first.
Have to push their players.
After the penalty, look at McManus. Look at the wind, and he sneaks it in there after the 15-yard years. 212th meeting between these teams, but so much on the line tonight, and that was a big.
I think called. It was like something in this system. He's done an unbelievable job so far in a huge game.
Here's Blackwell. Penalty flies on this return. Out of
kind of going to the ground anyway. Just got to let it go. Got his arms wrapped around the tackler, and Hafley scheme defense without Micah Parsons to come in here on the road, basically to thwart.
Going to get the run game a try with DeAndre Swift. Remember how this game started with the two and Micah Parsons. There's Hafley, who's allowed just 3 points as we go to the fourth. First place in the North on the line. And Green
2-yard gain, 3-yard gain. Just don't see that happening here in the fourth quarter. They're going to need their pass game as well.
Let's stick with it. Swift gaining some traction on this drive, though. Really controlled it. You see the big difference in plays and time and possession. So doesn't feel like getting worn out is going to be effective.
That the Bears have had on offense.
Same with the run. And Swift on the outside. First down. And Swift really rolling now.
Darnell Wright. You got Jonah Jackson just kind of leaning on these bodies, and that's what we've seen the last 10, 11 weeks from this Bears offense.
On a play fake. Williams in deep trouble. Gets away somehow. Magician time. Williams throws.
And how many pirouettes? You'd make an ice skater proud of the amount of times that.
Luther Burden both out tonight. Struggle to find offense without him, so they stay with the run with Swift. And that time there's nothing there. Packers
Defense is right where you want to be. 3rd and 9. Got a very good 3rd down defense.
Blitz coming. Williams backpedals. Floats one. There's nothing there. Zacchaeus was the nearest Bear receiver. There's no something different.
Yeah, probably Browning.
Yeah.
The 2 rushers free to the quarterback. Miscommunication up front. Defensive line. Miscommunication. Caleb feels the unblocked rusher, and he's still in that red little mark you saw right
there. From 46 today, but in the other direction, which has been the tougher direction.
Yeah, and it looks
today.
like the wind is really.
I'm happy to hook it for you. There you see the wind. It's almost sometimes those flags on top don't even do justice to how strong it is on the field. With the Santos gets into it. He starts it just like you said, and then he drew it in. What a kick!
There, move it out of the way, Darnell. And let me just come hook that thing right between the uprights. What a kick.
NFL levels up the game. Now it's Malik Willis again, fresh off that touchdown pass to Dodd. Pressure, and he just runs right around it. And he's going to slide down.
It's in from behind. Brisker wants to hit him.
Personal foul.
Goes in a little bit with his 4-9.
15-yard penalty. First down.
Willis on the fake. Trying to make something happen, and does he ever? Look at Willis go! We got a run to Wilson, easy up the middle, and he's got the first down. It was a bad decision. Meanwhile, here is Malik Willis. This time he'll hand it off. And think about this, Tom. Before the season last year, Brian Gutekunst, the general last second drive, and then he goes 2-0 while Love was injured earlier in the year. He got wins over Indianapolis and Tennessee.
We're just running this offense to perfection right now.
Here's Wilson up the gut and a big run and a first down. Grinds.
You've got to worry about these backside defenders on the bootleg, so they really can't close. So when they're a little delayed, Wilson's right through the.
First and 10, little pop pass, Jaden Reed. And he has stepped up Byron with a nice play from the safety position.
Friend, that was good coverage. This was the lateral. Fortunately, the ball went out of bounds, and then the fumble here by Josh Jacobs, or the takeaway. The point game. The weather conditions are tough. They got to pull some little magic out of their hat now here. They got to.
There is Wilson again up the middle. That time not much. Stacked up by Chicago. It'll bring up 3rd down. Look at the odds with a win tonight and with a loss. I mean, it's basically on this game, and we know a lot can happen, but it's not only that. It's Willis looking that way. Get it out there, look for blocks. Reed is stacked up. Bears played it well.
Then to bring McManus out. Try to get to 16-6, a 10-point lead.
He's got one from 26, one from 22, and that one sneaks on in. So McManus, even though they're all for this game, Jordan Love, a concussion in the first half. Malik Willis has come in and been massive.
A lot of joy watching this kid play tonight. It's just been spectacular.
Incomplete.
Running on Nixon, and he breaks it down. It's right in his hands.
Bears only 1 of 7 on 3rd. Williams, pressure, looking around, long way to go. Caleb Williams slides down.
Caleb's going to have a little more time in the pocket.
And we get a whistle. We're going to challenge this. Matt LaFleur is going to... Williams looking to run. This time he's going to pick it up, and he ties forward.
Top.
Williams looking, throwing, and just throwing that one away.
Some time there to pressure, so Hafley decides that he wants to try to pressure. Good job, Hafley.
Four-man rush. Williams zips one more, incomplete.
And then kind of surprises him. I know he should make that catch, but not the...
Go. Penalty flag, though. This could be a hold. Williams has a lot of room to run. He's going to try and take it. He's going to reach...
10-yard penalty, third down.
Up all day long. See right there, the left arm just around Van Ness. Got it.
Williams, pressure, and dropped. First, second.
Brinson on Dahlman, and that's an automatic first down.
Personal foul, face mask.
Just reaching out to try to get him on the ground as Caleb escapes, and the hand up around the face mask area. Plays surgical passer from behind center.
In the pocket here, rifles one deep, going for incomplete.
It's tremendous throws, 6 or 7 that I was like, man, way to thread the needle. He kind of needed to do that there.
2nd and 10. This time dumps it over the middle. That's a completion. The other guy's got to get up, and it'll be a third down.
Illegal shift. Offense number 2 never got set. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
10 penalties, 105 yards. 3rd and 9. Williams looking over the middle, has a completion of more. He's short though. It's going to be 4th down and 4.
Yeah, before the 2-minute warning.
So here's Santos.
Come on, Santos, can't take your time.
It's going to take him to the 2-minute warning. Santos trying to at least keep the Bears in it, and he's up. And he does do that. So it's a one-score game, but with 2. Try the onside kick. It's laying around. Got to pick it up. And it's loose around. Who's going to get it? Chance all here, and somehow the Bears get it.
Unbelievable. Wow. And at that point, there's so many black jerseys around the ball. God, you put your most sure-handed players out.
That's his 3rd successful onside kick of his career. Dobbs got hurt at the end of that play. But they need a touchdown with 2 timeouts and 1:56 left against a Packers D that hasn't allowed one yet.
They're going to get fatigued.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter outside to commit. He makes the catch up to midfield. He goes short.
Going to use his legs to extend some of these plays.
Quick throw here. Loveland's got it. First down. Chicago down to the 40 for him, and he's got 10. Again, a 4-man rush. Williams will take it underneath to Swift, who gets away from Walker. Good run by Swift.
Timeout there. I almost think there's first down. You could clock it, but chose to use his 2nd timeout there.
Williams going deep. It is caught! Leaping grab from Deacons to go. Caleb Williams looking for the equalizer. Fires. Caught by Loveland. He's out of bounds with 30.
For Caleb. And on the next play, you got Loveland working on this short little out cut. Gets him out of it.
2nd down. Williams looking. Throwing corner. Incomplete. Zacchaeus the
enough separation. But maybe it's the win. Maybe it's just an inaccurate throw. Poor mechanics.
Williams backpedaling. Lofting. Incomplete off the goalpost.
Back, and now it just comes down to one play.
Crazy.
Williams,
pressure, throwing, corner, has a man, it is caught! Touchdown!
Up in the air, miscommunication and coverage. Walker comes down with it. They tried
Try the extra point to tie. Santos to tie it up. It is up and good. Unreal. The Bears had
they can't handle, so everyone is free in the back part of the end zone. They've got to communicate that stack receiver well. Drafted rookie coming from nowhere. I had to look down at my depth chart in a highly pressurized situation. kind of what you do if you're the home team.
I got to say,
3 timeouts.
what do you think?
I think you're going to overtime. I think
They got Malik Willis. Pressure in his face. Steps away and he's sacked. Montez. And so it takes us to the end of regulation.
Yeah, he got kind of buckled. That's what I saw in the sack.
Ball is loose. Picked up. And the Bears get a stop.
Not sure if he was trying to give it to him or not. But the exchange between Ryan and Will
In the game in the backfield. Here is Manon guy. Up the middle and a first down. On the fake, Williams looking downfield, launching downfield, going for it all. It is. Concoct.